All right, ready? Yeah. Hey guys, we are back on the channel for our monthly video. It's feeling like
It's been a while.
It might be longer than a month.
It's no longer than a month for sure.
Sorry guys.
Life.
Is that it? I don't really have an explanation. I apologize every time.
I think we just...
Savannah's pregnant, and obviously I think it's just people who followed our channel, they're used to us. Like, over the past several years, we were very intentional about posting a lot, and it was just... But we just have so many kids now, and life's just a lot slower paced.
We're just playing all day long.
And we love this season of life, and we're pursuing a bunch of other things. But we do want to always hop on here because we do love making videos. I posted this on my Instagram story like 2 weeks ago, and I screenshotted a bunch. So I kind of forgot what questions I haven't screenshotted. And as usual,
I have no idea.
Savannah has no idea. So these are always really authentic. But we haven't even uploaded any videos since we announced that we were pregnant and like the gender reveal, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, you post like little bump dates very like not super frequently on your Instagram story.
Yeah.
And other than that, like, we're pretty in the dark, which is fun. You know, it's fun. It's a lot more low key, this pregnancy.
I mean, he's gonna be here so soon.
So we have a lot of catching up to do is what we're getting at. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. From Lizzie, names you like but aren't using.
Okay.
So we're not telling you the name yet, but we are gonna tell you names that we like but that we probably aren't gonna use.
Well, we don't even know what we're naming him, first of all. So if I give you guys names right now, then we might use it. That's like what I'm thinking in my head. But I guess we can give him some that like
guys,
we like, but we actually
all of our other kids, I swear we probably knew the name like the first like 2 or 3 weeks.
We have no idea what we're naming him.
We genuinely have no idea. We talk about it every single day.
We have like 5 or 6 names that we've thrown around here and there, but none of them are like, oh yeah, that's it.
This baby's gonna be here in like 8 weeks, and we have no idea. Like, we are literally probably gonna go to the hospital and like come up with something.
I guess let's just give names that like we've like said before, but like we're for sure not using.
Okay, I'm gonna give you names that I like, but Savannah's turned down.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I like the name Beckham. Like, if Savannah was on board for Beckham.
Okay, it's not that I turned Beckham down. I just think Beckham has been used a lot, which is not bad. But I just think our kids all have very unique names that a lot of people don't have. So besides
but if she was on board for Beckham, I'd be. Okay, another name that I like, and again,
but I like Beckham a lot.
Guys, remember, really our kids have different names, so if you don't like them, it's whatever.
Hey, and maybe we'll go with Beckham.
I like the name Breeze, like Drew Brees.
And I don't like that.
Because I think I like a sports perspective. You're like, let's go Breezy. Let's go Breezy.
Nope.
Let's go Breezy. No?
That was just not happening.
See, she's not about it. We're not doing Throne.
Throne. Yeah, I like Throne.
She even said it in church
I
today.
think Throne's kind of cool.
Savannah likes Throne.
Kind of biblical.
Yeah, I'm just like...
Throne.
Throne. I don't know.
I like the name Cross.
She likes the name Cross, again, biblical.
Just C-R-O-S-S, which I think is super cool. He don't like it. Oh, I like the name Franklin. I think Franklin's really cute.
Yeah.
We call him Frankie. Oh, Shepherd.
Shepherd. We like Shepherd
really
a lot,
cute.
But it's kind of like a trendy Christian name.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like a lot of like the Christian families.
But I think Shepherd's so cute and calling him Shep.
And then I love Kevin.
Okay, you can't say something like that because there's going to be a Kevin who watches the video. But we can't name our kid Kevin. We can't have Everly, Posey, Zealand,
I didn't say anything bad about Kevin. I said I like Kevin.
It just doesn't flow with the other kids' names.
Everly, Posey, Zealand, Sunday, Kevin.
Okay, we can't put this in.
Why?
Okay,
Kevin Jonas. We know that I know that Kevin Jonas watches the LaBrant family vlogs, and no.
All right, good.
Okay.
Next question.
All right. Do you still plan on adopting? By the way, been a fan since before Posey was born, and I love you. Thanks a lot, Hannah Taylor.
Thanks. Yes. I mean, if it was 100% up to me, I would say yes. I think we still have some convincing to do on Cole's part.
Well, my thing is just we're so young.
Yeah.
I'm 27, guys. I think a lot of people forget that I'm 27.
Yeah.
I mean, you're on too.
I don't think we were going to adopt before we got pregnant. I think now we're not in a rush.
We literally made the decision, let's adopt baby number 5.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, we found that she was pregnant.
So I think if adoption happens, it's gonna happen later on.
Yeah. And again, if God puts it on our hearts for a specific kid in a specific situation.
I mean, it could be in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
If there's a certain kid that God lays on our heart.
Oh, hello there.
Posey Rain.
Here's our Posey Rain. What do you have for me here? Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys.
Posey's getting so good at school. She can write words.
Look, she drew that. Dinosaurs, pterodactyls, dad.
That's so good, Posey Rain.
Posey, that is so sweet.
I draw the dinosaur over myself.
I love you so much.
Posey is so sweet.
When are you coming back, Mom?
Probably in like 5 minutes.
Okay, Mom.
Okay.
Love you, Posey.
Love you, Dad.
So, long story short, if God puts it on our hearts,
Yeah.
and in reality, when God puts it on our hearts,
And we both decide
that
we want to. I want Cole to be on board, obviously.
I'm all about it. It's just my thing is I feel like I'm so intentional with each kid.
Yeah.
And I want to be so intentional with each kid.
Yeah.
So whenever I just imagine bringing another kid, a sixth kid, I'm like, okay, what's my bandwidth, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I be the best dad in the world with 6 kids?
Yeah.
Not just adopting a kid. I was all about adopting a 5th kid, but if you wanted a biological 6th kid, I'd be like,
Yeah.
do I have the bandwidth for a 6th kid?
Yeah.
So it's not about like the adoption thing. It's just we'll see. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do y'all have a nursery set up? Will he be sharing with one of his siblings?
So, we don't have a nursery set up. We're gonna have the baby by our bed for, the first 5 months, at least 4 or 5 months. And then our plan is to get a crib and put it in Zealand's room, because right now, Zealand doesn't sleep in his room and he sleeps with Posey. They basically share a room. I should have just made Posey's room half boy, half girl. That's what I should have done.
We think Everly will probably have her own room because she's so much older.
We think we'll always
and
give
has
her
space.
own room. She's the oldest. We told her, like, you just get that, even though she's been kind of wanting to share a room with Posey now.
She's been sleeping
So
with
we'll
Posey.
see. But we gave Everly her own room, and then we were thinking Sunday Posey will share, Zealand and the baby will share. Just because I think it's good for siblings to share rooms.
It's cute. And they like it. Okay, next question. So I put a couple things on my Instagram story outside of this Q&A just regarding Everly's first phone and like that whole topic. She's 11, almost 11 and a half, and all of our friends have had phones for a long time. So it's just kind of a conversation that we've been having for a while. And, we just want to go about this our best way. She's our first kid.
Yeah.
She's, preteenish. And so we've just been having a lot of conversations around the first phone subject.
And why we waited so long.
Yeah.
Not that it's long, but compared to all of her friends, I guess it's long.
Like even in California, kids are having phones that and again, it's just, it's different perspectives.
Yeah.
It's probably the best word for it, and different parents have different ways of doing it. But for us, some of my friends in California had like 7, 8, 9 years old. So you might think 11 sounds young, but for us, it's like.
Yeah. And I think a big thing for me is she goes to dance for long periods of time. Like, we'll drop her off at, there's like 3 days a week where she's basically there from 3 until 9 at night, 3 until 8 at night. And so, like, in that moment, I'm like, well, I just need to give her a phone that she can take to dance. But I'm like, then I stay strong. I'm like, no, she doesn't need a phone.
Because our
and she'll
fears
call me
are
off of her
evolving.
friends' phones or whatever. But our fears of having a phone, and also I just want her innocence to last longer. Is the big thing. Is like, I love seeing her play with her siblings. I love seeing her go play outside. She's not on a screen.
Yeah.
She's doing, like, right now she's doing arts and crafts with her siblings upstairs. Like, something that I feel like, I don't want to say most 11-year-olds, but a lot of 11-year-olds, they'd be watching TV, or I just don't want it in her hands alone.
Yeah.
And I want to keep it away as long as possible.
I have a buddy who has a 14-year-old daughter, and he gave her a phone. And obviously, I think as dads and as parents, it's tough to watch your girls, your kids.
And eventually, you got to get them a phone.
You have to eventually let them grow up, and like that's like one of the hardest things. So obviously, we're kind of like little by little start like to feel that tug of her like getting older, and like a phone. Like, no, like, you're stay little, stay innocent. But he was saying, I remember he gave his 14-year-old her first phone. He just felt like he was like, here's your phone, now give me your
innocence.
Yeah, innocence, and like your childhood, and just like
you're
running around like playing in the mud, and like like all the things like little kids do. This is like so fun and creative and beautiful, and
right now she really doesn't mind. Like, it's something she'll bring up here or there, but it's not like she's like, oh, you guys are the worst. It's very like, she just kind of knows that's just like nobody has iPads. So,
and obviously these are all personal decisions. Like, these are questions that we get, and you can take it and apply it, or you can take it and be like, I think that what they're doing's not the greatest thing, and that's totally fine too, because obviously different parents are going to have different ways of doing things. It's just personally between us and our marriage and how we want to raise our kids, decisions that we're talking about and thinking about. Because obviously whenever you start doing things with your first couple kids, and it trickles down to the younger kids.
Yeah.
So it's just like hard, like figuring out what are we going to do with this, her being our first kid in this situation.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is honestly talking to friends who have teenagers who have been in similar situations. But even then, Like this is something that my parents didn't have to deal with, and that wasn't like too long ago. Again, I'm only 27.
Like, I didn't get a phone until 8th grade.
Yeah. So it's just kids are getting
And even
younger.
then, it was a flip phone that had no social media.
And again, social media so new. So like the biggest thing is just the innocence, social media, and by social media is like access to social media and like reading the comments and absorbing things and like the amount of screen time that you know how we feel whenever like you're like on your phone for like too long and then you kind of get like cranky and mean and grumpy and then just the internet. Obviously, just like having access to the internet and all that the internet can be is obviously these things can be tools, right?
Yeah.
When used as tools, but I think teaching those kids how to do that is a really important thing. That just giving it to them in one lump sum.
Yeah, I think something cool that the same 14-year-old that you're talking about, the same girl told me in the car once. I was taking her home, and she was like, "I'm really happy that my mom and dad waited so long to get me a phone." She's like, because once they got me a phone, I felt like I was just like no longer a little kid. She's like, I no longer did the fun little things that I used to do.
Yeah.
And so when she said that, it like hit me that she said that. I was like, well, that's huge if you feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank you for sharing that.
Like I don't read a ton of responses. I just don't spend a ton of time on my phone like reading through things because again, we're just interacting with our kids and stuff. But whenever I posted a couple of things regarding a first phone, I actually went through and read a lot of them, and a lot of them did come in from teenagers that were talking about getting their first phone at 10, 11, 12, 13, and almost every single one said that they wish that they didn't get it so soon, and that they wish that they got it later from one thing or another, you know? So...
And again, this comes with zero judgment on our part for any kids that have phones.
Because whatever decision
wanting to try as
we
a
decide,
family for our kids.
it could be the wrong decision. You know, we could look back and be like, shoot,
and eventually
we're
all
gonna do a
of
little
our
bit different with my second kid.
and eventually all of our kids are going to have phones.
Yeah.
And very soon we're going to have to figure out something with Everly. You know, I need to be able to drop her off at dance and contact her. So we have to figure out something. It's just figuring out what is the next step.
And whenever we do, we'll let you guys know. Have you got a first or middle name?
I do. My name is Savannah Rose.
I'm Cole Richard. Okay, next question. Obviously for the baby. The baby's middle name is Richard. Let's go.
The baby's middle name is Richard.
Savannah isn't stoked on it, but it's a family name that I did not get to Zealand. It's like the males and the
And he said if we
family
have another
lineage.
boy, we have to do the middle name.
I had
Richard.
so much
said,
guilt
okay.
that I didn't do Richard for Zealand. I was like, oh, what if we don't have another son?
So I don't want to say I don't like it.
She doesn't
I don't love Richard.
It's whatever.
But his middle name will be Richard, and it'll be so
Richard's
special.
not
and
a
very
popular
sweet
name
because
nowadays.
His dad's middle name was Richard. His grandpa's, his great-grandpa's.
It's gonna come back around.
Great-grandpa's.
Names come back around.
Yeah.
It's gonna come back around. These have
It'll
a cool
all
name.
be good.
Okay, home or hospital birth?
Hospital.
Hospital.
I'm not a home birth type of girl,
Hey,
but
if you're home
props
birth,
to the home birth because that is amazing.
You guys are savages.
I just like my epidural.
Are you buying land in Tennessee?
Yes.
We are.
I'm pretty sure.
Very confident, not 100%, but very confident that we're going to be.
If it's not the land that
Farmers.
we've been looking at, we're probably going to buy land somewhere else.
We had this one lot that we're like this close to getting.
Well, in Tennessee, but not the land that we're looking at right now.
Yeah. So
we'll see. If
that
it
could be
happens.
exciting because that could be a big venture for our family.
Yeah.
Because this path that we're looking to go down would possibly be like land and building out, you know, a dream home. By dream home, just a house that we could live in and raise our kids in like for forever. That would be the hope, is because it takes so much time and stuff. And then possibly a barn on there, because right now the one that we're looking at is like almost 20 acres and with animals and chicken coop
and we just want to have like a big guest space that holds so many guests so we can like
we have like a lot of big visions.
We just want to serve so much. And we
want
to have like marriage things at our house and we want to do Bible studies with all of Everly's friends, and
it's
there's just
really
so many ideas that we have.
Cool lot that we could do, like marriage conferences, or like she said, like little
big Bible study
retreats.
worship nights with teenagers in the future. It'll be so cute. So many dreams.
Okay, what's been the most rewarding thing about being a parent? Keep it under 60 seconds.
My kids talk about Jesus.
Wow.
That's really rewarding for me. Like when Everly got her character award in school, when Posey was worshiping with her hands up. Like there's just so many, like Everly will lift her hands in worship now right next to us in church. I can tell she's like less and less afraid. And just when they're getting so big with their faith.
How's Everly doing?
Everly.
Yeah, obviously this is going back to a much bigger topic.
Her biological dad passed away coming up on 2 years ago in September. And it was really rough at first. And she still has her moments where she will come and just cry in bed. You know, like once every few months we'll have like just like a little cry it out in bed, and I tell her how good that is for her to let it all out. She talks about it whenever she wants to us.
Like she just found a little pinky ring that he gave her.
It was like a mood ring, a little heart mood ring that he got for her. And I'm pretty sure it was just like one of those little like in those plastic jars from like an arcade machine, you know, like something like that. But he got it for her, and so it meant so much to her, and she lost it, and that just like broke my heart because she's crying. And it's just little things like that. But and not that it was good for her to lose the ring. That's not what I'm saying. But I think it is good for her to get emotional about it sometimes and to be able to talk about it, because I feel like sometimes she stays so strong and you know feels like she just needs to be tough all the time. But I think it's good for her to get emotional. So we'll watch certain movies that someone passes away and it'll make her emotional about it. And I like when she opens up and is able to express her feelings to us. So, but overall, she's doing great.
And I think what's good in this situation is we can talk about him really candidly and casually, like it was just his birthday pass, March 5th. Yeah. And we were all just like, it was, when I say we all, me, Everly, Savannah, and Gigi, we're just like sitting around the counter just like talking about like things like Tommy's probably doing in heaven on his birthday, and not in like a sad way, just like a laughing way, because like he was such an energetic, fun guy. Yeah. So like, and we sang happy birthday with like a candle, and so,
everybody thought it was kind of silly, but it was cute and it was fun. And
like we were driving home from church today, there was a shop that Tommy probably would like love going into, and we could just like real casually, but I mean, Tommy would like love that store, and you know, laughing. And she's laughing about it. So
overall, it's very healthy. Yeah. She has her moments where she's able to let it out and talk about it with us, and then she's, for the most part, doing amazing. So we're happy for that.
Yeah. Okay, is this your last baby? We kind of talk about that. We'll see.
I think it's our last baby that we'll have.
Yeah.
But
that you'll conceive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If something happens.
Well, because
we're gonna be a lot more.
This is gonna be funny. I was legit gonna get a vasectomy.
Yeah,
I was
gonna be a lot more.
I'm getting a vasectomy. Like, we weren't trying. Obviously, we're like, we're married, but like, we really were like being like really careful.
Yeah.
So I was gonna get a vasectomy, but like I talked to my dad and like a bunch of like older men, and they're like, "You're only 27."
I don't think he's gonna get a vasectomy.
Probably don't do that, because you can be like 35, which is a long time away, and like regret it. You know. Okay. Let's see. Has Savannah ever farted in front of Cole?
No.
Never.
And he's never farted in front of me. And I know that's very weird.
I have.
You have?
Uh-huh.
When?
Very secretly. I just did it 3 minutes ago. You didn't notice?
I've never heard it, guys.
Is this your first kid not born in California? Yeah, whenever I saw that question, it hit me like, oh, this is like gonna be like...
This is gonna be our only kid born in Tennessee.
Only Tennessee born kid. Aww. That's kind of cool. Like the other kids. Like, it's kind of fun for me to say
unless
like,
we adopted and that baby was born in Tennessee.
True.
But
it's kind of fun for me to say like, I was born in Alabama, like born and raised there. So this baby will go to say like, he's like born and raised in Tennessee if he stays here. Will you still do homeschool?
I will do homeschool as long as these kids want me to homeschool them. I have so much fun homeschooling.
Yeah,
I think it's great. I don't like doing math, so Cole does math.
I do math homeschool. All right, well, that's all we got.
That was fun.
That's the end of the Q&A. So we'll see you guys in a month. Sound good? And then by that point, baby's only a month out.
Yeah,
crazy. Because the kids are getting a little out.
Maybe the next video will be like showing off baby stuff and my bump and all that stuff.
And maybe we'll have a name.
And maybe final name.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we kiss each other?
Maybe.
Like right now? On the camera?
Maybe once you turn the camera off.
Okay, here. I'm just gonna. I'll just block it so no one can see us. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Wow, that was oh shit.